It's day 7, I think. Yeah, we're in Vegas here. We're walking down to the screen room. We're here for the third day of the Blue Ribbon Pairs. Steve and I squeaked through, and the reason we squeaked through is because of how well we did on day 1. It was all down to our carryover, because yesterday we averaged lower than 50%, but our carryover took us through in 74th place out of 78. So we've made the final day. We've got no carryover now, because we were right near the bottom. We've got, I think, 1 match point carryover. Not much we can do with that. We'll do what we can. We're behind screens today. Thankfully, Steve's played behind screens before. I think the New Zealand National Championships plays behind screens, so that part of it won't be new to him. And we're going to just do the best we can, I think. This might be my last day of filming for Vegas, because the rest of the event is played without hand records, and I find the editing very difficult. When I'm editing it months later without the hand in front of me, I'm trying to remember all the pips and things, and I can't do it. So this might be the last time you see me in Vegas anyway, so we'll see. I don't know whether I'll change my mind on that or not, so if you don't see another video, that's why. And in Toronto, there were 2 days that were missing at the end of Toronto, and that's the reason why I was trying to edit them, and I had the footage, but there's just a lack of hand histories meant I was making stuff up, and I didn't like doing that, so I didn't. We had the elevator game. We had to wait for the elevators, and we ended up getting one that was going up, because that was the easiest way to get to the bottom. You just got to get in one and then wait till it eventually goes to the bottom, because some of the ones coming down were just full. There's Claire and Alan. There's some people. Is there any breakfast stuff this morning? No, it's all gone. Oops, so I'm trying to find the screen rooms. I think it's up here on the right. And thank you. And yeah, lots of these. So this is the NABC Plus area. What all NABC Plus events are. And thankfully today we haven't had to play in the one-day Swiss teams or anything like that, so we haven't had to go to the other area in the venue yet, so you haven't seen that. It's all on one floor this time. That's just because Vegas, well, the American venues are massive. So yeah, here we go. I'll just show you the screen room. So I'm going to find my seat and find Steve, and we'll start. Alright, good luck Steve, and good luck Steve. So this is probably the only time you get to see me film inside this room, because I had a chat yesterday about what and when I'm not allowed to film, and I'm not allowed to film in the playing area during play. So that is just an out and out no, which is I have been doing, but obviously I'm not been showing anyone's cards or anything, but yeah, I got told off yesterday. So this is a screen. You can see they're dotted around the room, very far apart, with cameras on each one. And the 78 pairs here. There's Adam Kaplan, he's playing with Matt Brown. And I'll have to be filming outside these doors every time I film, so that's what we've got. 5 minutes to game time, you heard that. So Steve's not here yet, neither's Matt either, so maybe they're wandering down together. Elevators are an issue in this hotel. But yeah, there's some directors as well, so good luck Steve. I think we've had a decent start. They punted one against us, we missed a slam, but most of the boards have been pretty good, I think. It's pretty bright, I'm going to have to stand this way, aren't I? Right, okay, so you have this hand, and this is, I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm a bit mad, but it worked. The bidding goes, you've got ace queen to four in hearts and clubs, 3 diamonds to the jack, and the 2 small spades. So the bidding goes, a diamond on your left, pass, a spade on your right. Now everyone's vulnerable, but you have a 13 count and 2 good suits that haven't been bid yet, so you make a takeout double. You've got your bid, and it's probably the only action you're going to do in the hand. This is what this bid shows. And so the next hand bids 2 diamonds, pass, and then this guy rebids his spades, pass, and then the next guy bids 3 diamonds, pass, pass, pass. So you're defending 3 diamonds when they had a mini fight for what it was, and you ask what 1 diamond 2 spades is, and that would be like a weak jump. That would be like clubs. So this might be the only way to kind of sign off weakly in spades. And he decided not to do it. He bid 3 diamonds. And at trick 1, your partner leads the 9 of hearts, and dummy goes down with ace, queen, 10, 6th, jack 1, 3 small, and king X. So partner hasn't led the right suit. The club lead would have been better for you. You could lead a club, switch to a diamond, stop some roughs or something. Now, how many spades do you think the player is going to have? Well, this all matters as to what partner's lead is. Now, partner from 10-9 to 4 leads the 10. So partner's at the 9. There's no holding partner can lead the 9 from here that isn't a doubleton. Yeah, this has to just be 9x, I think. Because he can't have king 10-9, he would lead the 10. And then there's no other holding, because from 10-9 we lead the 10. So if partner's got doubleton heart, you can almost place the whole hand at trick 1, and it all depends on whether declarer's got 6 or 7 diamonds. Now, if you piece together declarer's hand, imagine declarer was 1, 5, 6, 1. They probably just passed 2 spades, I think. And the speed in which he just bid 3 diamonds made me think that he's not got many spades or any at all. So declarer is probably going to be 0, 5, 6, 2 or 0, 5, 7, 1. And at trick 1, declarer played the jack. So you know if you take the ace here, declarer's only option, because they can't get to dummy, declarer's only option is to ruff some hearts. They'll draw maybe 1 or 2 trumps, find out partner hasn't got any more trumps left, and then ruff a heart to get to dummy, and then pitch a club on the ace of spades. And what they'll get is, we take the heart at trick 1, they will, if they only draw 1 trump, they get to have 2 hearts in dummy, and I can't stop it, and they get to pitch a club. So if I play the ace of spades at trick 1, we can see what's going to happen. I can play the ace of spades and switch to a diamond, but then if the declarer just plays king and ruff and finds out the partner can't over-ruff, they just make 11 tricks. I could play low at trick 1, but then they're in dummy. The jack of hearts will hold, and then they get their pitch on the ace of spades straight away. So the only card I can play that to give declarer a losing option, I think, is the queen of hearts. So at trick 1, I played the queen of hearts. And now declarer's hearts are all good, like all the fellas. My hearts are ace, queen, small, small. You know. Also, if partner's led the 9 doubleton, my queen of hearts is a sacrifice to, you know, declarer's all hearts are good. So now they can just draw trumps and set their hearts up and take a club finesse, rather than risking some sort of heart overruff. You see, so they don't want to risk the heart overruff now that all their hearts are good. So the queen of hearts is kind of like a winning-losing play. It's like it's wrong to do the queen of hearts in isolation, because declarer can't get to dummy to take a finesse. So you're just giving up a trick. But it takes declarer's winning option away. There's the full hand. And the other thing is, if partner has let from 10-9 and is fooling me, by playing the queen of hearts, I have an entry to partner's hand. If partner does win the next heart, for example, if they do try to ruff some hearts, partner will win the 10 hearts and will be able to play a club through. So I've also created an entry. So it seems very weird. There's, you know, the full hand. And double dummy, he can still make 11, I think, once partner hasn't led a club, because he can always get a heart ruff. So even though he's ruffing a winning heart, yeah, he can always get a heart ruff to get a discard on the ace of spades, and he doesn't lose 2 clubs at the end. So that was a bit of a weird one, and I'm glad I worked it out. So partner snuck through a 3N when he opened 1N with a stiff king of diamonds. I had jack 1, and he right-sided 3N, and they led a diamond away from the ace, and that was the 9th trick. So not only did they not cash their diamonds, they gave the 9th trick on the lead. So that will be a good one, I think. Got a lot of plus scores. Now it's not indicative of doing well, but generally you'll find that some of the plus scores we get, other north-souths, will go negative, so it can't be that bad. I think we're doing alright, we're plodding along. There was this hand early on against 2 youngish guys. How am I going to do it? I think I'm just going to show you the whole hand. We actually got a defensive squeeze, and the whole hand's there, and the bidding is gone. 1 diamond by West, I overcalled one spade as North. Don't really like it. I have to do it because everyone else will be doing it, but I'm vulnerable and I'm flat. I don't really want partners to be jumping in spades because I got 2 off easily here. But you've got to do it. And then the next hand bid 2 clubs. Constructive, not game forcing once there's an overcall, but constructive. And my partner bid 2 diamonds, showing a good raise to 2 spades or better. And then West bid 2N. I think this is a bit exuberant. I think West has a bit of information to know that it isn't their hand, or at least not their hand in a way that you want to stick your neck out and bid 2N with the king of spades in long space. And anyway, this gets passed out, so we're defending 2N, and the first choice I have is what to lead. Now, almost certainly when they bid 2N here, facing a good spade raise, they're going to have a good spade stop. They're not just going to do it on king X or something, or king third, but they're going to have the king. So I'm not leading a spade, I don't think, and they're going to have 4 a lot of the time, like king jack X or something. So even a spade lead, because my pips are so bad. So I decided to lead a heart, which might be right, might be wrong. It might be right to lead a spade. And when dummy went down, I was glad I didn't lead a spade because the jack would have held. So I lead a heart. Steve wins the ace and plays a heart back at trick 2. And now I know Declare's got 4 hearts as well. So it's very likely Declare is 4-4-4-1, I think, or 4-4-3-2. I didn't actually ask what they open. Well, whether 1 diamond could be 3 or anything. I didn't ask, but possibility is because so Steve played a heart back, I win the queen, and I don't really have any pressing incentive to attack anything. I think we can just sit back and wait. I'm going to wait for my 2 spade tricks. I don't want to attack spades and set those up. I know that Declare will have good spade pips. They might have 2 legitimate spade tricks themselves, but let's let them set it up. Let's let them play on clubs. Let's let them take some diamond finesses or play on diamonds. So I just exited in hearts. Now I know Declare's got the tricks. We've already set them up anyway. Let's give them now. And I think he made a mistake here. He cashed his 4th heart and discarded a club from dummy. Now that confirms, I think, that he is 4-4-4-1. And then he played a club to the king, and Steve, legend that he is, ducked. Yeah, he went club. I actually gave false count, but he went club, small, king, duck. And then Declarer is now in a lot of trouble now. He should probably just cash out, but he didn't. He played king of diamonds and then ducked a diamond to my jack. We actually have the rest of the tricks here, if you can follow it. I switched to the jack of clubs, and Declarer ducked. I then play another club through the queen. Steve can cash club, club. And after 3 more rounds of clubs have gone, what 3 discards can Declarer throw away? He's got to keep the ace of diamonds. And so he has to come down to king 10 tight of spades. So we actually squeezed him when we cashed all our clubs. He has to discard 2. He can fold 1 diamond, but he has to then discard 2 spades. And he's effectively playing for Steve to have the queen of spades, I think. And then Steve played a spade through, and I claimed the last 3 spade tricks. So defensive squeezes are rare to find. I mean, they're in an awful spot, and I think by ducking the diamond, he's hoping maybe the queen of spades is on side, or something's nice, or I've got the ace of clubs. If I've got the ace of clubs and Steve's got the queen of spades, he's in a better position, but he's still going off. It's just a bad bid, I think, 2N. I think you can pass, and if partner does a takeout double of 2 spades, you can either decide to pass that or bid 2N. Partner hasn't got 4 hearts. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's really bad to bid 2N when it's a misfit hand, and the spades are poorly placed for you to declare anyway. So that was a defensive squeeze. We got plus 400 on a park score deal, so that can't be bad. That was early on, and we've got 5 minutes left, so I can't actually film in this room. I've been told off, so I'll see you at the end of the first half. So this was a hand I played in 3 no trumps. We open the West hand 1 diamond, everyone's vulnerable. North bids 2 no trumps, which is clubs and hearts, which seems a bit strange because you haven't got any spades and North can't have that many spades. And your partner bids 3 hearts, which is a game forcing hand with at least 5 spades, I think. It might only be 4, I guess. You don't have anything to say over that. You just bid 3N, you've got a heart stop, you've got a club stop, and you haven't got any spades. And there you play. And again, table read says South thought a bit over 3 hearts.
and thought a bit over 3N. So South's clearly got spades as well, because you haven't got any, and North's got at most 3. So maybe South's got 5 spades as well. And they lead the 4 of hearts against your 3N. What's it look like? Well, if the diamond finesse is wrong, you are going to lose quite a lot of tricks here, because you don't really have anywhere close to 9 tricks without the diamonds. Off the top, you're going to make the king of hearts at trick 1, or maybe trick 2 if South's got the ace, and you're going to make 3 clubs and the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds. So that's like 6 tricks without any extra diamond tricks. There's no real hope of setting the spades up, even if you could set them up. They're not going to break very well. And you just haven't got the entries to dummy, so you're resting on the hope that the diamonds come in. Maybe the jack of clubs falls for an extra trick as well. So it goes heart to the queen and king, and we play the queen of diamonds. And if North played low, we would have to guess as to whether to play the ace or not. But North covered, thankfully. You win the ace and you play the 9. And North might cover with King Doubleton, for example, because you haven't shown 6 diamonds. Now, if North knew you had 6 diamonds, they wouldn't cover with King X. So, one of the bonuses, I guess, for the bidding getting so high so quickly, they make it hard for you, but they also make it hard for themselves. And we're now up to, we're now going to make it, which is good. We're now going to get the King of Hearts. We're going to make 6 diamonds is 7. The Ace of Spades is... the ace of spades is 8, and then 3 clubs is 11. So we're going to make 11 tricks at least. If the jack of clubs falls or something happens, we're going to make 12. But now with the king of diamonds on side, you know that you're going to make 6 diamonds as well. So it's not going to be the top board, but maybe some people end up playing in spades our way. Maybe East insists on spades, or people playing in 5 diamonds. So 3N making 11 rates to be a pretty good contract. I mean, they didn't need to lead a heart, so we're already in a good spot here, I think. So we just cash a couple more diamonds. Our diamond's the jack, and North had 2. So again, if North ducked this, I would have had a guess. And we play a diamond to the 10, and now we need to decide what to do. Now, South's thrown 2 spades away, North's thrown a club. And we're potentially in dummy for close to the last time, and we can get there with the king of clubs, but we need to unblock the king of clubs so that we can cash our ace and queen, in which case we're now in dummy potentially for the last time, so we're going to cash our ace of spades as well, and hope the jack of clubs falls, and that will get us to 12. So we go king of clubs, everyone follows, and we go ace of spades, and South plays small. We throw a losing heart away, and North discards. So now you can see what South was thinking of. South he asked what 3 hearts was, and he didn't believe it was spades, because obviously South's got king, queen to 7 spades. So who knows what contract's going to happen at the other tables. Maybe there'll be 4 spades doubled by East and 4 spades doubled by South, for example, because they've got all 13 spades between them. And you can see that North, without any spade honours, hasn't got that much for bidding 2N. So potentially North, we know North is 6-5. We don't know which way round necessarily, but we know North is 6-5 in hearts and clubs now. So that's why they bid 2N on not very much. It looks like they've got the ace and jack of hearts, because it went heart to the queen at trick 1. And they've probably got the jack of clubs. I can't imagine they do it on 5 or 6 low clubs. So we're just going to cash out now and see what happens. So we play a diamond to our hand, and we're just going to start cashing our tricks. So we go diamond and diamond, and we're watching the cards. And on the last diamond, North throws the ace of hearts. All right. So North has come down to maybe what looks like 1 heart and 3 clubs. So 1 heart left and jack to 3 clubs, because obviously they're not going to unguard the clubs. They know you've got the ace of clubs when you played a club to the king, and they're trying to guard the clubs, because if they throw too many clubs away, you just cash the clubs. And North threw the ace of hearts away, so it's a bit illuminating. Maybe they've thrown it away from ace jack 10 and they're bluffing, and the jack of clubs is falling down. But you get one of these table reads. North, this is the trick that North thought about briefly. He wasn't thinking up until this point, and then he realised now he's in a problem, and he had to discard something. He threw the ace of hearts away. So we cash 1 top club, and South follows. So what we've got to do now is decide whether North has ace, jack of hearts originally, and jack X of clubs, which means North is down to stiff jack of hearts and jack X of clubs, or whether the jack of clubs is falling. And which we're guaranteed in theory, assuming South doesn't have the Jack of Hearts, because at trick 1 it did go, remember, a heart to the Queen, and it's unlikely that South's going to false guard with Queen Jack X. And North wouldn't throw the Ace of Hearts away if they didn't have the Jack, because they wouldn't be sure South had the Jack either. So North must have the Jack of Hearts. So given North sort of has to have the Jack of Hearts, he's thrown the Ace of Hearts away to confuse the issue, but there's no way he'd do that without the Jack. What's more likely, that North's got Jack of Hearts singleton at this point and Jack X of Clubs, or that the Jack of Clubs is falling? It's way more likely North's got the Jack of Hearts singleton at this point. If North just had 6 small clubs, it didn't really matter what they did, and they've potentially thrown a trick away. So we do that, we play for that, and it doesn't really matter if this doesn't work. For example, if South's got the Jack of Hearts and they cash the last 2 spades, because 3-end making 10 is probably going to be good. It beats anyone making 4 spades, if anyone can make 4 spades on these hands. It beats anyone in a part score in diamonds or a game in diamonds, and we're already losing to those in 6 diamonds. So the only way making only 10 tricks in no trumps is bad is if most people are in no trumps. So we play with the odds and we play a heart. And the full hand, as you can see, it is, there we go, we got it right, we read it right, the Jack of Hearts wins, and then North has to play a club at the end into my Ace Queen. So we read the situation well, and if you're, with the North hand, you know you're going to have to make 4 discards, so what you should do is count those discards quicker. For North, they knew that they knew South shape fairly quickly. They knew South had 7 spades, and so maybe South was only throwing spades away and not making it clear to North, and North had to kind of guess at the point where the last diamond was played. But making 12 was not a top, because about 20% of the room were in 6 diamonds, so we didn't get a top, but we beat everyone who wasn't in 6 diamonds, so we get about 80% on the board, so that helped us on our way.
It's a tough field. Some high-level bidding decisions got put on us near the end, and I think we got about half right. Our opponents did one mad thing. We got 500 on a hand where we can't make game, I think. Or at least, yeah, it feels like we've got 3 losers against 5 clubs. Anyway, so the decision's not necessarily great for video, but maybe I'll find an interesting play when I can stick in there. We got 52% after the first set, so in this field I'll just take a score above 50%. I'll take, I think, at the end of it. It's pretty tough. We got few gifts, I think, and yeah. Was there anything good? Maybe not. We overbid on the last one. We kind of punished ourselves on the last one. We can double 5 clubs, it goes 1 off. But my partner had fell in love with this hand, made a game forcing bid with a 12 count. I'm like, alright then, I guess I get a bid 5 spades over 5 clubs, and I went 1 off. Or did I go 2 off? I don't know, something like that. We've gone 2 off a lot, Steve and I. Yeah. I think, okay, here's one for you then. You've got Queen Jack to 5, Ace third, 2 low, King Queen X. The partner opens a diamond, and the next hand bids 4 hearts. So there's your hand. Partner opens a diamond, the next hand bids 4 hearts, and you are favourable. So they've bid 4 hearts vulnerable. So what action are you doing? I don't think you can pass. And you can't bid 5 diamonds. So you have 2 choices, I think. You can either bid 4 spades, or you can double. And double hides the fact you've got 5 spades, and double is takeout. And what are the odds that partner is going to pass this? Look, when you've got ace to 3 and they've bid 4 hearts vulnerable, they'll either have like 7 solid or they'll have 8, in which case partner's probably not going to pass it unless they've got Queen Jack 10 to 8 and partner's got King X. He might find a pass now with a weak no trump and not spades. So the problem is, if you double and you bid 5 diamonds, you're not liking things, are you? So I know what the right decision on the hand is, what to do, but what I ended up doing was bidding 4 spades, and usually partner will have short hearts, and you'll be able to, even if he hasn't got 3 spades, you'll be able to rough a heart in his hand or something. And when a partner hasn't got shots hearts, he's balanced, and then he'll have spade support anyway. So I think 4 spades is probably the least of the evils you have on the hand, and it's the bid that most people make. I just thought, shrug, 4 spades, you sort of have to do it because there's nothing else, and it might be right to defend 4 hearts doubled if 4 spades doesn't make, because spades are likely to make poorly. If you bid 4 spades and spades end up being 5-1, which is possible, you're just going to get a bad board. But they've put you to a guess. It's a high-level bidding decision. The full hands there, they defended very well. They led ace and another diamond, and then they kind of cross-rough us for a bit. And they make the ace of diamonds and then all their spades separately. So I went 3 off. Or most of their spades separately, should we say. I went 3 off as it went. Not much I can do once I've bid 4 spades. I'm just going 3 off once they lead the ace of diamonds, which is a good lead. Probably is the marked lead on the hand, isn't it? Yeah, holding king 10 to 4 spades. I'm surprised they didn't double me, but maybe they've seen their partners 4 hard bid before. So how did you do, boys? Matt and Adam got 57. They're in the hunt. After failing to qualify.
Only once.
Just the once, failing to qualify once. So yeah, we're going to have for lunch somehow, and I'll see if they've got an interesting hand to add into the vlog. Not too much interesting stuff that's going on. Some mistakes have been made, but what can you do? You have this hand. You've got Queen Jack 4th, Singleton, King 3rd, Ace 10 5th, and you pass as dealer. It goes 1 heart pass. Some sort of limited heart raise on your right. You pass. And they bid 2 spades on you. If they bid 3 clubs, I could have doubled it, but they bid 2 spades, and we haven't discussed what double is. Is double take out of hearts or is double showing spades? Well, I only have 4. So I passed, and then the next hand bids 4 hearts, pass, and so partner leads the 5 of clubs, and you are defending 4 hearts. And Dummy goes down with not much. Dummy has overbid. The limited bid didn't show as weak a hand as Dummy's got. But they did jump to game. So partner leads a 5 of clubs, and Dummy goes down with, just for reference, 2 small, Queen to 5, 2 small, Queen Jack 9x. So Declarer plays small at trick 1. You put the ace on and the king appears. Now, this is consistent with partner having 3 small. And you're now in the position where you probably need to cash out, possibly. Now, if partner's got the ace or king of hearts, you might have a second shot at cashing things out, but if they don't, you need to cash things out now. What suit do you play, and why, and which is a better suit to play? I had to work this out at the time. It's not one of the things you learn, but you need to consider all the different possibilities. And do you play the Queen of Spades, or do you try and cash 2 diamonds? In both cases, if partner's got the ace in one but not the other, it feels like a 50-50 guess. Other than the fact that sometimes partner will have the ace or king of hearts and they can't get to these clubs to get the pitches. Okay, so if partner can't have, for example, if Dummy had ace to 5 hearts, it's a 50-50 guess. But sometimes partner will have the ace or king. So what you want to do is play the suit that gives partner the most information. So if you play a spade, partner will know how many cashing spades you have. So let's say I play the Queen of Spades and Declarer wins the ace, but partner's got a heart entry. Partner will know now that I haven't got the King of Spades. And so if partner hasn't got it, partner will switch to diamonds, if that makes sense. But if you switch to diamonds and like Declarer plays the Queen or something and it holds, you don't necessarily know whether I've underled the ace of diamonds or not, and partner might be a bit guessing as to what to do when you play a heart back. I mean, it might not actually matter, but I just thought the Queen of Spades was the clearest card I've got. And also, it's a position, you don't want to play the King of Diamonds, because if you need to lead a spade through, you've just lost your entry. So you can't play the King of Diamonds. It's either a low diamond or the Queen of Spades. And I think the Queen of Spades gives partner the most information as to how to cash out here. You will just then listen to what partner has to say, and it becomes very, very easy for you now. It goes Queen of Spades, King Ace, partner plays a spade back to your Jack. All right, now you play a diamond to the ace, and partner plays a diamond back to your king. Didn't actually matter. Partner had both aces. And so we beat 4 hearts by 2 tricks, because obviously Dummy's overbid and Declarer's jumped a game with just a 6-card suit, and very little in terms of high cards elsewhere. And maybe they're scared of four spades making. And four spades comes pretty close, other than the fact you just don't have enough tricks. You've got a slow diamond loser, 2 clubs to lose, and a heart. So although the spade finesse is right for us in four spades, all those people who are deeming my partner's hand a 1 spade overcall are going to get punished. I would have overcalled a spade with my partner's hand, so Steve can see through the cards, and his judgment is impeccable, and he passed over a heart, and we get a good board. But just as when you're cashing out, you need to make things as clear to partner, and you need to gain in as many situations where it can be possible to gain. Sometimes it's just a guess, but on the times where partner's got a heart entry, you do have 2 shots, so play accordingly.
We're following a very slow pair, and we have a lot of time to talk in between rounds because we play our boards quite fast, and then we wait, and then sometimes we wait until after the round's been called, so not the best. Future Steve's going to show you a hand he played in 4 hearts, where he made a stupid read that turned out to be true, and I don't think I've ever followed through on something as much as I did then. And then this one here, this is your hand. You have singleton, ace queen 9 6th, ace king queen 10 6th, void, and your partner, obviously, bless him, opens 3 clubs. What do you do here? Well, I don't think there's anything scientific you can do. You could bid 3 hearts if it's forcing, but I'm not sure. And where else do you want to play? Do you really want to find out, partner? Do you really think 5 diamonds are going to play better than 4 hearts? Like, how can you find out whether partner's got 1 or 2 hearts? And you don't really want them to let them get in the auction with spades. If you bid 3 hearts, they might have a 3 spade overcall, and then they put you to a bit of a guess. So I'm just going to go shrug 4 hearts. And if they double me fast, I can possibly run to 5 diamonds. So that's what I was going to do. I mean, who knows what you can make here. Partner could put down king X of hearts and you've just got 12 tricks off the top. So I bid 4 hearts and it ends the auction. As it probably will do. You've got a few too many points for them to come in vulnerable against not. And they lead a diamond. They lead some sort of like 6 of diamonds or something like that. And the dummy goes down with 8 clubs, which is good. And I'll come back to why that's good in a second. King queen to 8 clubs, and then he's got like he's 2-2-1 in the other suits. And at trick 1, you're 9 of diamonds hold. So you can almost guarantee 11 tricks here by just taking a heart finesse. And if the heart finesse is onside and the 10 falls, you can make 12. But there are extra chances here. And they're a bit risky to take the extra chances, but the extra chance is roughing the ace of clubs out if it's onside. You can play the king of clubs. If they cover with the ace, you rough it, you rough a diamond back to dummy, you throw your spade away, and then you take the heart finesse. And if the heart finesse is favourable, if things are favourable, again, you can actually make all 13 if things lie the best they can lie for you. So, what do you do? Well, I think possibly I'm in the wrong for playing for this extra match pointy god thing, because I'm probably already in a good spot. Anyone who gets to 5 hearts, and some people will, because they might be, but more importantly, coming back to the fact that my partner's got 8 clubs at favourable, there's going to be a lot of people in the room holding no aces who might open that 5 clubs. Yeah, or something. So, if they open 5 clubs, you're going to be stuffed. And maybe my hand bids 5 hearts and gets to play there, and now they just have to settle for a safe 11. So maybe I should just settle for a safe 11 once I've got a trick. There's no other lead that they can hurt you with, is there? And if they lead a spade, you're going to take your 11 somehow, some way or the other. You can even rough a diamond to get to dummy 2 on the jack of hearts. You can play a heart towards the jack, and just to, kind of take a safe 11 unless hearts break really poorly. I don't know. I think I was a bit gung-ho here, and it feels bad when it doesn't work, and I actually lost a diamond ruff. So playing for 12 or 13 isn't safe because I made 10. So this might not be great, but we might be okay against all those who open 5 clubs and just get stuffed. Although, if my hand just chances 5 diamonds or 5 hearts, the best thing they can do is bid 5 hearts and then just make the safe 11. So making 10's bad. But I don't know at match points whether I'm in the boat. Maybe I should ask maybe I should figure that they've led from diamond length because the 9 held. They've got jack to 4 a lot of the time, and now it's not safe to do what I did. But if the king of hearts was on side, or the ace of clubs was on side, I'm making 12. Maybe I'm a bit too harsh here. I'm only making 10 because 2 finesses are wrong. So I think maybe looking at that, maybe it's a safe line, but it didn't work. So this was my favourite hand of the day. I wish my play was more rewarded than it was, but anyway. Here you go. You're in second seat, you pass, you're favourable, and in third seat, the open 3 diamonds is north. Your partner doubles this for takeout, and south bids 4 diamonds. Vulnerable, so it's a very good chance they've got at least 10 between them, which means partner's guaranteed to be short in diamonds. So if partner's got an above average hand, they're going to double again. So I don't think there's any reason to volunteer 4 hearts here. It might be right to just defend 4 diamonds and get them off in hundreds or something. There's no guarantee that 4 majors making, given you've got no honours in the majors. So I passed, partner doubled again, and I was able to bid 4 hearts now. Okay, there's no rush to do it the first time. I don't think. There'd be a bigger rush to do it first time if you were the one who was short in diamonds, and then partner might not have a second double, for example. So anyway, they lead the king of diamonds, and partner puts down a pretty big hand. They didn't have to be as good as they were for doubling, and you can see that well, slam is on a heart finesse, it looks like. The heart finesse is rated to be wrong because south's more likely to have the long hearts than north is. But maybe you don't really want to be in this at match points, not necessarily, given they're always going to find the diamond lead, and you need not only the queen of hearts, but you might need some breaks as well. You need the spades to break and hearts to break, depending on what suit you pick as trumps. Anyway, he goes king of diamonds small, ace small, and they play the jack of diamonds. What's going on? Well, again, he thought for a while before doing this. He thought for a while before overtaking the ace and playing a diamond back. What on earth is going on? Now, you've got to remember that the west hand is hidden from him. And he's looking at these solid spades and dummy. Yeah? And I've shown no real values. I don't have to have ace, king, jack of clubs. So it's very dangerous to play a diamond back here if you haven't got the queen of hearts. So south must have, at this point, the queen of hearts. Okay? And if he just had queen to 3 hearts, he knows he probably doesn't have enough energy to force us out of the game. In which case, if he had queen to 3 hearts, he would probably find a club switch before we knock out his heart, draw trumps, and cash all these spades. So when he plays a diamond back at trick 2, I think he's got to have at least 4 hearts. I think he's got to have queen to 4 hearts. And the aim is he can force us once now, and then if we play ace, king, jack of hearts, he wins again and forces us again, and now he has 1 more heart than I do. So at trick 2, I rough this, and if you're certain that he has queen to 4 hearts, which I think I was at the time, at the table, obviously he thought for a bit, at the time, these are good players. With queen to 3 hearts, he would have switched to a club. He just would have done, looking at these spades in dummy, knowing I can get the spades tricks, and knowing that I can't have many more diamonds than I've got. Surely South must have 4 diamonds here. Yeah, probably. Otherwise, why is South raising on just 3-card diamond support vulnerable? That seems very risky. So what I did, what can you do to cater for the fact that South has queen to 4 hearts? Yeah. Well, what you can do is you can play the jack of hearts out of dummy. You can give him a queen of hearts now while dummy still has trumps left to take any diamond forces. What you can't afford to do is play ace, king, jack of hearts. Yeah, if you play ace, king, jack of hearts, South will win and then force west, and now they will have the last trump, and you'll go off. So I played the Jack of Hearts, which looks like the one card almost that you would never play from dummy in this spot. Okay, you might not also play the 10 of spades, I guess, but you know, I play the Jack of Hearts here, and now when he's got Queen to 4 hearts, I'm guaranteed to make 11, and making 11 is good because 4 spades is going to make 11 as well. So once we're in hearts, we need to make sure we're making 11. Otherwise, we're losing out to those in 4 spades. And I think the Jack of Hearts guarantees this whenever South's got Queen to 4 hearts. So South thinks for a while and takes the Queen. You think, okay, we're thinking for a while. Now, if you had Queen to 3, you would have taken it instantly. But the problem now, and the reason my play wasn't rewarded, is North discarded. So not only has South got Queen to 4 hearts, they've also got the 5th heart as well. So hearts were 5-0. But if you play Ace, King, Jack of Hearts, I think you just go off now. They make 3 heart tricks now because they can force West End out of a diamond. So we've avoided going off, which is good. But the annoying part about this, what actually happens now is South now can't force me because it's a rough and discard. Yeah, and so I might throw a losing club away. He doesn't know I haven't got a losing club, but you get the idea. So South had to switch to clubs now. I run this to dummy, and now I need to force South back while I've still got hearts in dummy to protect against the diamonds. So now what I did is I played Ace, King of Spades. As long as South falls to the 2nd spade, I'm home now. King of Spades. I need to give South their long trump now. So I've already lost 2 tricks. South's got 4 trumps left and I can't draw them. So I need to give them their long trump now. Queen, he ruffs. But now, a diamond, I can still take the diamond force in dummy. I've still got 2 hearts left in dummy to play a diamond force. So I rough this. I can cash the Ace of Hearts, and now what I can do, South's still got 2 trump tricks, I'm in the wrong hand. I can't risk playing a club to my hand in case South roughs it, so what I need to do is just play winning spades through them. If I now play a winning spade, what does South do? Well, if they discard here, I just start throwing my clubs away, so South has to rough it, I can over-rough and claim. Okay, so the full hand's there, if I just show you the full hand, and trick 1, again, against good players, it's very illuminating when they don't do the obvious thing. The obvious thing, looking at just a single dummy, either my hand and dummies, the obvious thing for the defence to do is switch to clubs. They don't know I've got what I've got, so they're playing, play partner to have a club card or something. I mean, maybe partners, maybe North's got like Ace to 3 clubs and you can get a club ruff, you see. But he didn't even think of doing that. And it was just a bit annoying that the Jack of Hearts wasn't rewarded because 4 spades makes 11. So I didn't go negative on the board. There were some people going off in full hearts. Obviously, if it goes diamond, diamond, and you rough, don't think about it. You play Ace of Hearts, and now things are looking a bit dicey. You try Ace, King, Jack of Hearts, hoping South's not got another diamond. You just go off now. So I was pretty happy with that hand. I was pretty happy. And maybe I don't need to play the Jack of Hearts. Maybe I can afford to play Ace of Hearts first. But I was so sure that South had Queen to 4 hearts, and he did, sort of. That I didn't think it could cost to play the Jack, and it would have gained if he only had 4. I would have made 11. But as it was, we just got a below average board because we were in the wrong suit.
We're done. Does Steve want to be on camera for the final time? He doesn't now. He's a lovely man. You might have seen him on the thumbnail. My guess is he's the thumbnail to this picture. So that's the guy I've been playing with for the best part of 3 days. The bridge rate says 49. Our last board was good, so my guess is the bridge rate is going to go up a bit because it's barometer scoring. Everyone's going to be playing at the same time. Are you looking for Carol, Steve? I'm going to wait for Matt, and then I'm going to go for dinner. So thanks for the game. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. So we're, I think we're above average. I think with that board coming in, it's a good board for us. I mean, I think they can make 5 diamonds, and they went 2 off in 3M, and they can go 1 off and. It's been a good day, I think. It's a tough field, and to make day 3 and to finish average at day 3, it's kind of what I do in these things anyway. I've not finished high place in this. Often with beans, I end up coming 40th out of 78, and it feels like we're going to be a very similar position here. We were around 42nd, I think, with after the first half, and this is almost bang on 50%, so it's been good. We basically had a period of 3 boards where they bid slam game, where people aren't going to be doing those, and then we had a period of 3 boards where we went bottom, but the rest of it was decent. So we held our own, and that's more you can ask. I mean, first, how many people in this event are playing with a partner for the first time? Not many, my guess would be.
So you may see another Vegas video, you may not, because like I said at the start of this one, I hate trying to reconstruct hands without hand records, and I think I'm going to stop doing it. So I appreciate, you know, some of you would want to see these videos, but it's too difficult for me. So if we get hand records, if we survive to some of the later days, or if there's some really good hands, I might decide to do some sort of video, but I'm going to leave my camera in my room tomorrow, I think, and just enjoy Vegas, I think. If you'd like to support me, please think about doing so. We've got a Discord group in the bottom, you can find the link down there. You've got a link to my Twitch down there. I do stream Bridge occasionally, and then there's also a link to my Patreon down there, so have a look there. Another thing you can do to support me is like and comment on the videos. It's nice to say, you know, when I see you in person, oh, I really like your videos, that's really nice to hear. But in terms of me kind of progressing my videos out there, what you've got to do is you've got to like, you've got to subscribe, you've got to comment, even if the comment's negative. Anything you do that requires you clicking a button on my video gets me more traction with YouTube, so please consider doing that. So maybe just underneath say, I like cats, or where's your beard gone, or whatever you might want to do. It doesn't hurt and it helps me out. So I will see you for the next event I'm in. It might be more Vegas, but I don't know.